So, are you going to pay for my child care then? Because if I have to go back to work, who, who pays who pays for that? I have 6 kids. You think I'm going to pay for that child care? You think I'm going to pay somebody to watch my kids so I can go work?
To all the people that's on Section 8, he is giving y'all 2 years to get on your feet. Trump said stop being dependent and become independent. I agree.
Because some people have had Section 8 for a lifetime. Yeah, a lifetime. And there used to be you could pass it down a long time ago. And then it be passed down and all that. Trump said no more.
So apparently Section 8 is coming to an end, and not too many people are happy about this. Now, the biggest question that's been going around with this whole Section 8 issue is who really deserves it. So today we're going to be watching a couple videos of people talking about how this current Section 8 situation is affecting them. So I'm not going to do too much talking. Let's just get right into it.
So you're going to give stay-at-home moms $75,000 annually to stay at home. But you just passed a bill to essentially take away Section 8, EBT, food stamps, cash assistance, any type of welfare, unless you are working. So, are you going to pay for my child care then? Because if I have to go back to work, who pays for that? I have 6 kids. You think I'm going to pay for that child care? You think I'm going to pay somebody to watch my kids so I can go work? No, I'm not doing that. I think I voted for the wrong person. Make it make sense.
No, it makes sense. You just have to go out there and get off your ass. It seems like the only people that are complaining are the ones that don't want to work, but they're fully capable of doing so. So how does that make sense?
I personally don't agree with a lot of things Trump is saying, but this one specific thing makes sense to me. To all the people that's on Section 8, he is giving y'all 2 years to get on your feet. Trump said stop being dependent and become independent. I agree. I'm not no hating ass bitch. I'm not knocking nobody's situation. But if you really think about it, Section 8 is only to assist you to get on your feet. Section 8 is a stepping stone to get you on your feet. Section 8 is not something you should depend on for the rest of your life. Government assistance is not something you should depend on for the rest of your life. Keyword, assistance, to assist you. Y'all done got too comfortable. There's people that's been on Section 8 for like 10 plus years. That's a long time. Within that amount of time, you should have a lot of money saved up in your bank account, in your savings account. Y'all too busy buying the newest shoes, buying the hottest cars, trying to keep up with the trend, buying designer purses, buying designer clothes, but you're in public housing. If you can buy designers, you can pay your house rent without assistance. Let that sink in. If you can buy designers, you can pay your house rent without assistance. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of single mothers out here also that need those type of assistance. But if you're just comfortably living off Section 8 and don't care, that's crazy to me. That's the reason why nobody else can get in, because y'all be on Section 8 for years. Y'all not thinking outside the box. Y'all being so dependent. Stop being so dependent and let's be.
The biggest issue is so many people are getting comfortable with being dependent on the assistance that they're getting that they don't know how to be independent for themselves. So when those same people hear about this happening, they get upset because they don't want to have to go do anything for themselves.
The government just got shut down today. This is something that happens at the end of the fiscal year if there is no agreement on what the government's going to do with their funding. And right now that's happening because there's a disagreement between the Democrats and the Republicans. So a lot of people are asking, well, now that the government is shut down, what does that mean for Section 8 funding? The thing about a government shutdown is there's good news and there's bad news. The bad news is that if you're working for a non-essential part of the government funding, like something for museums or national parks, you might be losing your job until the government comes back without getting paid. But the good news is the essential programs like military aid or Social Security or, you guessed it, Section 8 will continue to get funded. So for me and all the other people out there as Section 8 landlords, you will continue to be getting your rents every first of the month from the U.S. government, even though there's a government shutdown. Meaning today, on October 1st, I'll be collecting over $150,000 from the U.S. government to pay for my penthouse. And if you want to learn exactly how to buy your first Section 8 rental property with less than $10,000 in the next 45 days, this Thursday, aka tomorrow, I am doing a completely free live training.
Basically, what he's saying is the real winners of this whole Section 8 issue is the landlords. Because no matter what, the government is going to pay them. I guess when you're a landlord, this could be a win-win situation.
Imagine that you've been on the system all your adult life, okay? And you've been able to pay low rent, like $2 rent in the beginning. Then it might have went up to $50, something like that. But now you ain't gonna be able to be paying that low rent like that no more, because because now the new president, for the second time, President Trump, he like, no more Section 8 for a lifetime. Because some people have had Section 8 for a lifetime. Yeah, a lifetime. And they used to be you could pass it down a long time ago. And then it be passed down and all that. Trump said no more. They really giving notice. They're really sending notices to people about this Section 8 that they got 2 years. They really, really got 2 years. I was like, for real? One girl that I know got her notice. They said 2 years, baby, you out of here. So, y'all, Section 8 is not the Section 8 that it has been ever since it's been a long, long time. So, yeah, y'all getting them letters. Sorry.
Can you imagine paying $50 a month for your rent for your entire life and even having it passed down generation after generation and never saving any money? Like she said, there's been people on Section 8 for years, passing it down to their children and their children passing it down to theirs. And you mean to tell me that you've been paying as little as $50 a month for your entire life, and when something like this happens, you don't have nothing put to the side? This right here is the reason why they want people to actually work to be able to be in the program, because you have to be able to do something for yourself and not just fully depend on assistance. But the people that don't want to work are the ones that are going to be upset about this.
Hey y'all, what's happening? What's popping? So I was just sitting here thinking about while I watched this football game. You know, I'm a football girl, but I was just thinking about, I saw something that Donald Trump was going to kind of put a hold on, or, well, it's not an executive order, but for Section 8, that people can only be on Section 8 for like 2 years, but I guess it haven't like passed or anything like that. I was just wondering what you guys thoughts on that. I'm sorry, I'm watching a football game. What your thoughts is on that, because I know, like, for me, you know, I've been married for a long time, but I was on government assistance for a little while, for like 10 years. No, I take that back. 10 months. For 10 months, and then I went in the military. And then I was on it another time for like 2 months. So I've never been on government assistance longer than a year total. So in a way, I kind of agree that, you know, government assistance should only be like temporary, because when people are on government assistance for a long period of time, I think people have a tendency to be lazy and not want to work. But who am I to talk about being lazy? Because I don't work. But I did work. for a long time.
But you're not on
I'm just
assistance
not working
anymore.
out. But anyway, I was just wondering what you guys think about that. I mean, you think that people should only get Section 8 for 2 years? I mean, it might not be a good thing because you got a lot of single moms that can't afford rent. And that's going to put people in a situation where these single moms they won't have a roof over their head for their babies. I just wonder what y'all think about all of that. Tell me what you think. Okay.
There are people out there that really need the assistance from the Section 8 program. And then there's other people who don't even need it at all and just been passing it down generation after generation. So I think they're really just trying to weed out the people that really need it and the ones that don't. But I do want to know what you guys think about this. So let me know down in the comment section how you feel about this whole Section 8 situation and people only having 2 years to get their stuff together. Do you think that people really have a reason to be upset about this? Or do you think this was a good move? Whatever it is, let me know down in the comment section. Now this was the end of the video. So if you did enjoy this one, make sure you leave a like on it. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button too so you can stay tuned for the next upload. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.